Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, this is your host Abacus the Great here, recording a team builder for week 2 of the GPL, they're calling it now, not the PML. It doesn't really make much sense in my opinion, but hey, they decided to rename the league and now it's renamed. That's their choice. I don't care enough to really, cry out. I mean, there's no reason to. So, this is team building for week 2 against the Tampa Bay Raquazas of Shattered Simisear. His team consists of Jirachi, Florges, Blastoise, Virizion, which he sniped for me, Rhydon, Simisear, Mega Banette, Thunderous Eye, Nidoqueen, Kyurem, and Licky Licky. And we have, of course, Weavile, Sylveon, Nidoking, Ludicolo, Miltank, Zebstrika, Mega Pinsir, Entei, Gastrodon, Tyrantrum, and Xatu. So, I was looking into Steam, and there are a couple of things I realized at first. His own, well, I'll get to that in a second, but first of all, I think I can keep rocks off the field this game. I think I can keep rocks off the field. Why? Well, Xatu fares not great. Xatu fares okay against his rockers. He has, of course, Jirachi, Rhydon, and I think there's something that I'm missing. Like a Psychic? No, just Jirachi and Rhydon. And I feel like I don't think that his Jirachi is going to be Stealth Rock. I really don't think his Jirachi is going to be Stealth Rock. I think his Jirachi is going to be Scarf. Looking at my team, Jirachi, being a Scarf Jirachi definitely is his best play. I think that Jirachi is going to be Scarf with like things like Iron Head, Ends, and Headbutt for my Nidoking, U-Turn, and probably Fire Punch or something to that degree. Maybe a fighting move if it gets. I don't remember if it gets a fighting coverage or not, but I don't think it does. So, knowing that, I don't think the Jirachi is going to be running Stealth Rock, so I decided to make this set to be able to combat the Rhydon. Now, the Rhydon is not something I can completely 1v1, but I think I can keep rocks off the field. Why? Well, unless he's running max HP, max special defense, then I 2-hit KO it with Giga Drain, and I outspeed it. So, if he is running max HP, max special defense, then I do a bunch of damage with 2 Giga Drains. He probably kills me with Rock Blast or Stone Edge or whatever, 2 of them. And then I can just revenge kill it with whatever I want to bring out next. Be it the Nidoking or the Sylveon, something like that. Whatever I think is going to be the good thing to send out there. The other thing that this thing does is his only spinner is Blastoise, which I'll get into in just a second. But, well, his only spinner is Blastoise. And he, to be blunt, I feel like I can keep hazards off the field. And keep hazards on my side of the field. So, I'm going to be, this is going to be one of my 2 things that can take on Blastoise 1v1. And once Blastoise is off the field, or if he just doesn't bring it, I think he's going to bring Blastoise. But once Blastoise is off the field, Nidoking's going to come in there, click Stealth Rock, click Toxic Spikes. Obviously, I'm not going to click Toxic Spikes until Nidoqueen is off the field, or if he doesn't bring Nidoqueen. And then Earth Power and Sludge Wave, because Nidoking's 2 stabs do really, really well against this team. Jirachi, Earth Power, Florges, Sludge Wave. Blastoise doesn't really want to take one. Virizion, Sludge Wave, Rhydon, Earth Power, Simisear, Earth Power. Mega Banette can't really switch into an Earth Power. Thunderous doesn't want to switch into a Sludge Wave. Nidoqueen, Earth Power. Kyurem doesn't want to switch into a Sludge Wave. And Licky Licky can probably take 2, but it's a Licky Licky. But I'll be getting into a couple of things that I have planned out for Licky Licky later. I don't think he's going to come, but I'll talk about that later. Stealth Rock, Toxic Spikes, Earth Power, and Sludge Wave. Max, I might take out some speed depending on what he runs on his, what I might want to speed creep. But I think I have to run Timid. I'll I'll tell you guys if I change that before the battle starts. Next we have something to handle the Mega Banette. This is basically my universal switch into the Mega Banette and the Jirachi, although Jirachi is sort of a problem for my team. Yes, the Mega Banette is... I wanted to switch into it. That is a universal switch. It will always be able to switch on the Mega Banette, and there's nothing really the Mega Banette can do about it. I'm running a scrappy Body Slam, so I don't really have to worry about this switching into Body Slam and being immune to it. I can just click Body Slam without any what's the word? Basically without any worry. Also Earthquake for the Jirachi. It's just like nothing but... If I can get the Jirachi paralyzed, that's amazing. And then Milk Drink for recovery and Heal Bell for Will-O-Wisps and Thunder Waves. Next we have the probably the weirdest move that I'm bringing. My Assault Vest Entei. He's running basically this is my... Okay, let me explain this set. Thunderous Eye destroys my team. Plain and simple, Thunderous Eye completely takes a dump on my team. Everything on my team gets 2-hit KO'd by Thunderous Eye by one of its moves, other than Entei. Again, going through my team, Weavile's not going to take a Thunderbolt. Sylveon Sledge Wave, Nidoking, HB Ice, or HB Ground, probably HB Ground I think he's going to bring this game. Ludicolo, of course, is not going to want to take a Thunderbolt. Melting Focus Blast, Substrika, HB Ground again. Mega Pinsir, Thunderbolt, Entei. I'll get to that. Gastrodon. If he's running HP Ground, then Gastrodon can switch in, but he might bring HP Grass. And yes, I could have devised a strategy where I brought like both Gastrodon and like I don't know, Substrika or something like that, so I can take it. But Substrika's not going to switch in anyway. It's just not going to work. I don't think it'll work. Tyrantrum can't take a Focus Blast, can't really take a Thunderbolt either. And then Xatu, of course, gets T-bolted. However, Entei, with an Assault Vest, does not get 2-hit KO'd by Thunderbolt, which is his strongest move for it, unless he's running Thunder. So I'm running Stone Edge to be able to take on the Thunderous. Extreme Speed for chipping off things like the Thunderous, or... Because I'm pretty sure Stone Edge plus E-Speed kills. Like the Thunderous or the Virizion or the Simisear, I don't know. Whatever needs to be taken out by Extreme Speed can be taken out by Extreme Speed. Sacred Fire for the burns. And I was deciding between the fourth move, Flare Blitz, because of harder power, but I don't really want this thing to get whittled. Entei's health is going to be very, very important for this game. It's going to be extremely important for this battle, because I need to take on the Thunderous with it. And possibly the Kyurem as well. Well, no, probably not the Kyurem. I'll get into... Sylveon can take on the Kyurem probably very, very well. But those were my 3 moves, and the 4th move is probably not going to get clicked. But, I was looking at something, and I realized that if Licky Licky clicks Explosion, if I'm in against the Licky Licky, I'm clicking Dig. Because I think I'm going to predict the Explosion, and I'm going to click Dig. If that works, I think I'm the team building... Well, no, not really. But if it works, it's going to be hilarious. It's just there. It's probably not going to click like how Geo uses the Entei. It's 3 moves and then whatever 4th move for some very, very rare situation, it might get clicked. In this situation, you know, if whatever I need to do... with Dig, it can work. And then, of course, it's max speed, max attack, special defense, investment. I don't need any bulk to be able to take the Thunderbolts. And after that, I decided that I wanted to bring Sylveon to Witch Pass. I needed Sylveon to be able to Witch Pass. Wish Hyper Voice Protect and Baton Pass. Sylveon's my other thing to be able to take on the Blastoise. I'm only max HP, max physical defense, but regular Blastoise doesn't hit that hard. Regular Blastoise hits hard, but it's not hard enough that 394, 296 is going to get hurt too much by the Scald's probably. So I can take on the Blastoise pretty well. I can just switch in on it, drop a Wish, because I don't need Heal Bell, because Miltank has Heal Bell. I can bring Baton Pass to get initiative. And I feel like that's going to be very useful throughout the game. I'm running physically defensive because this is there to take on... basically, oh yeah, this was there to take on every single possible variant of Kyurem, Virizion, Simisear, feel like there's something else. Blastoise, of course, it can take on pretty well. And then it can possibly take on the Rhydon depending on its set. If it's like Double Dance, then I'm fine. If it's Stealth Rock, I could probably at least dent it. Depending on the set, but most sets of Rhydon I can 1v1. I probably can't switch in on it, though. No, I probably can, but that's Sylveon. It's there, not specifically to take on anything, but it's there just to be able to throw wishes in the air. And finally, I decided that the way I want to win this game, eliminate Thundurus, eliminate Mega Bennett, whittle things like Jirachi, or get Jirachi paralyzed, or make sure that it doesn't outspeed Mega Pinsir, and get Mega Pinsir to sweep. Now, looking at my team, that's probably something that I'm going to do a lot of weeks, considering, you know, I have a Mega Pinsir on the team. But yes, Mega Pinsir is there with all the coverage that it needs: Return, Quick Attack, Earthquake, and Sword Dance. Quick Attack is there for whatever you need to revenge with priority. Sadly, I do not out-prioritize Thundurus Ice Thunder Wave. Now, I do if he's running Modest, but if he's probably going to run enough speed to outspeed Mega Pinsir. But I do out-prioritize Mega Bennett's Will-O-Wisp with Quick Attack, but I think I need to set up an SD before I kill it. Return does a lot of damage to a lot of things. Floor just doesn't want to take one Blastoise. Virizion gets murdered by this thing, and that's why I have Quick Attack for it, because I'm pretty sure Quick Attack one-hit KOs Virizion. Earthquake, of course, for Jirachi, for Rhydon, for Simisear, Nidoqueen. And the only thing on his team that resists both of these coverage moves is Thundurus Eye, but this is not going to be setting up while Thundurus Eye is stealth on the field anyway. So my basic idea is to get his team whittled down with Stealth Rocks and Toxic Spikes, make sure hazards are off my side of the field, get the Jirachi, either figure out that he's not Scarfed, or get him paralyzed, or maybe dead. Kill the Mega Bennett, kill the Thundurus, and then get initiative into Mega Pinsir on, say, the Florges, or depending on the Nidoqueen set, or maybe Licky Licky. And I can set up and win, possibly, with Mega Pinsir. That's my basic idea to be able to win this game. And that's how we're going to do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at the battle.